Imagine a silent, creeping invasion. A black, sooty stain spreading across homes, cars, and trees. Not pollution from a factory, not ash from a fire, but a living thing, feeding on an invisible feast in the air. This is Baudoinia compniacensis, the whiskey fungus. And its banquet is the very soul of your favorite spirit, escaping barrel by barrel. I'm Ibnul J. Farabi, and this is the Curiosity Compendium. That escape has a beautiful, almost divine name, the angel's share. It's the portion of whiskey, or bourbon, or cognac that evaporates through the porous wood of the aging barrel as it slumbers in the rickhouse. It's a fundamental, accepted cost of the craft, a tribute paid to the heavens for the alchemy of time and oak. But here's the twist: the distilleries don't put on the label. The angels don't actually drink it. It simply drifts into the surrounding air. And for a microscopic fungus, that ethanol-laden vapor isn't a loss. It's a five-star meal delivered directly to its doorstep. This fungus is an absolute specialist. It has evolved to thrive on trace amounts of alcohol vapor. Where that vapor settles, the fungus grows, coating everything in a tenacious, jet-black crust. It doesn't rot the wood, it doesn't harm the structures physically, but it transforms them visually, completely. And it's nearly impossible to remove without harsh chemicals. For centuries, it was just a curious phenomenon noted around European brandy cellars. But as the global thirst for aged spirits has exploded, so too have the colonies of this relentless black mold. And that's where a beautiful tradition collides with a very modern problem: property rights. Picture this: you buy a house in a quiet, rural area. Then a distillery expands nearby, or a new one opens. Suddenly, your white fence, your siding, your car, even your patio furniture are perpetually filthy with this inky stain. Your property is visually and financially devalued by something you cannot control, coming from a business you may not even patronize. This isn't a hypothetical. From Tennessee to Scotland, from Kentucky to Canada, homeowners are filing lawsuits. They argue that the whiskey fungus is a form of trespass, a nuisance, a physical invasion of their property by a biological agent unleashed by the distillery's operations. The distilleries, often pillars of their communities and local economies, see it as the inevitable, natural consequence of a centuries-old practice. They are, quite literally, being sued for their scent. The science here is fascinatingly clear, and the moral and legal questions are profoundly murky. Researchers can definitively trace the fungal spores back to the source by analyzing the alcohol vapor plume. The connection is undeniable. But is the distillery responsible? Is the angel's share an acceptable external cost of a beloved product, like the smell of a bakery or the noise of a farm? Or is it an industrial emission that should be captured and controlled? There's no easy answer. Some distilleries are experimenting with air filtration systems, but capturing the angel's share at scale is incredibly complex and costly. It feels like asking them to change a fundamental law of physics and economics. It makes me think about all the invisible costs woven into the fabric of the things we enjoy. The true price of a product is never just on the receipt. It's in the environmental footprints, the supply chain echoes, the unseen byproducts that settle on someone else's life. The whiskey fungus is a stark, visible manifestation of that principle. It's a reminder that in our interconnected world, there's no such thing as a free lunch or a free sip. Even the angel's share, it turns out, is paid for by someone on the ground. This has been the Curiosity Compendium, a production of Light Knot Studios. For more stories that tie the threads of science, society, and human curiosity together, visit us at https://www.lightknotstudios.com.